Hey everyone, my name is Emma and welcome back to Story Central, your center for all the best stories on Reddit. I've been with my GF for a year. I'd say we have a good relationship. She was the one who asked me to make it official, and I posted it on her Instagram. We both live with our parents, but hers are very strict and traditional. For the first 7 months, our relationship was like bliss. It was almost too good, to the point I used to wonder. It was like she was on her best behavior. It's important to mention that my GF's parents are very strict, and she had curfews, but I didn't know this at the time. I used to fully trust her and take her word for everything. I remember thinking that I've finally found someone I can trust. One weekend we went on holiday. We've been on holiday before several times with no issue. In the evening, we started to talk about family and parents, and long story short, my GF opened up a little about her dad being very strict. I had no idea at the time, and it seemed like it was a little distressing. Later in the night, I think talking about her dad triggered something, and she ran off in the town center at midnight. We were outside a bar. I glanced away for 10 seconds and she was gone. Long story short, I spent the next few hours trawling the streets drunk trying to find her, until it was the early morning. I was about to call the police and her parents. She came in at 6 a.m. at the accommodation we had rented, literally looking like she had slept in the park. I asked what happened. Why did you run off? My GF revealed to me that her father is abusive, a control freak, and she hates him. I think she may have had a mental breakdown of some sort. He has tried to hit her and is also abusive to his wife too. She has curfews, is not allowed out at night, for nights out, and the fact she even has me as a boyfriend was a massive thing for her, as her dad wouldn't normally allow this. All other relationships she's had were done in secret. My girlfriend is used to lying to her father, although she doesn't lie to her mom, as the dad is abusive to both of them. She says she hates the man. A week before the incident happened, she was calling me her soulmate and stuff like that. It was almost like her true colors showed after this event, because our relationship started to go a little downhill. Recently, my GF went on a night out. It was planned for the day, and she texted me whilst I was working that her girlfriend had a spare ticket to an event, and it'll be a girls' night, her and 2 other girls. Later in the evening she called me and said she's going. I asked her a little more about the event, and she said it's an open invitation, implying if I wanted to come, but I said no. It's just a girls' night, so I won't. They were going to go to her girlfriend's house, and then get their mom to drop them into the town center. That's cool. Later in the night, I see my GF reposting an Insta story she's tagged in, and she's with her male friend, who I know, but it looks like they're in a hotel room. I have her male friend on Insta, and in another story he has a group pic of 4 girls, one of them is my GF, and 4 guys. Later on I confirmed this was everyone who was in the group. Now here some alarm bells went off. My GF was meant to be with 2 other girlfriends only. In the group pic, none of her 2 girlfriends were there. At this point of time, I'm at home thinking it's a girls' night out, and she's at her friend's house. After seeing the story, I get a message from my GF. OMG, you won't believe we bumped into Megan, friend from the second group, and all her mates. No mention of any hotel room or anything, but I knew she was in a hotel room drinking with these guys and girls based on her friend's Insta story. I asked her, no way, haha, you bumped into them at your girlfriend's, group 1's, house. She replied with, no, we are out. Her reply made me realize that something is off. She said her friend, Group 1, needed the toilet really badly, and they stopped at the hotel. No mention of them stopping at the hotel, going up to a friend's room for drinking, basically joining a party. No nothing. We live in a busy city, and there is bar after bar in the town center. If you were desperate to use the bathroom, you would never skip all the bars you are walking past and head to a hotel to use a bathroom. This is what didn't make sense to me. I got some more details out of her the next day, as I didn't buy the explanation, and she basically said they were trying to get to a bar and her friend could not wait, so they went to the hotel as it was on the way. This was impossible because the bars came first, and they'd need to walk an extra 1 to 2 minutes to get to the hotel and take a small detour. Anyways, I'm at home getting this text off her. No mention she's at a hotel room with other guys and girls. Later on at 2 a.m. she posts a Snapchat story of her dancing with all the people from the second group, but none of her 2 original friends were there. At this point, I was almost adamant she had lied to me, but I had no concrete proof. We were meant to see each other the next day anyways, so I asked her how her night went. At this point, if it wasn't for the social media stories, I went to bed thinking my GF had a girls' night with 2 friends. My GF then told me her story. She went to her friend's house, group 1, and then their mom dropped all 3 girls to the club. Because the club hadn't opened yet, they walked to a bar, but her friend was dying for the toilet, so they stopped at the hotel as it was on the way and came first. This is not true. Whilst her friend was using the bathroom at the hotel bar, they happened to bump into one of her friends from the second group who happened to be pre-drinking in a hotel room upstairs. So my GF and two friends joined the second group in the hotel room. Everyone from the second group was also going to this same event, so it made sense. Now, the chances of this happening are so slim that I just didn't buy it, but I gave my GF the benefit of the doubt. Really quick, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to drop a like. They all went out to the event in the end. Over the past days, I brought up this night out again in conversation. Not like you're lying, but more in conversation and get more details about the night. I kept giving her chances of coming clean and telling the truth, but she stuck to this story. I asked her in particular which friends she was out with, exactly which bar they were looking to go to, and I sorta implied that her bumping into her friend in the hotel is 1 in a million. My gut knew I was being lied to, but I didn't tell her. Fast forward, I joined a night out with my GF and two of her friends from the hotel room. My GF was still making her way, but I was speaking to her friends at the bar. The story he told me was completely different. The real story: he messaged my GF that she should come out to the event, and they have a hotel room and she should come meet him and others there as they are having a little party. I asked him if she came by herself, and he said yes, she came by herself, no other girls. I also asked him if he actually messaged her to come meet them in the hotel room, and he said yes, it was planned. This refutes what my GF saying it was a chance encounter. My GF's male friend also said to invite me at the time, but she said he's busy. My GF didn't even ask me later in the night. I asked her other friend if my GF came alone, and she also confirmed. I didn't tell them that my GF told me something else, as I didn't want to start an argument on a night out. Basically, my GF lied to me about this night out, and I'm genuinely surprised at how good her lie was. It was so good that I almost bought it had she not mentioned the hotel room along with the social media post. I'm shocked how well she can lie to my face, and she tells me she loves me. I'm all over her social media. At this party of hers, she met 4 other guys and followed them on Insta, who are friends of her male friend, and she has started to like one of the guys' posts. Insta is set as public. Normally, I couldn't care, however, now I feel like I can't trust her. In a group picture at the event, she has her arm around a guy's neck, like a best friend's arm around the neck. It was super close. There were guys and girls in that pic, but that was the first time she met that guy. I appreciate in pics you do that, but it was close enough that you'd think he was the boyfriend. Throughout our relationship, I told her how important trust is and told her there is no love without trust. I'm not sure if her lying to her father all her life has something to do with it. I now question everything my GF tells me, because I don't know if it's the truth or not. I don't know if I should call her out on it, or if I should tell her friends that she lied to me about the night out. I don't like others knowing about our relationship problems. I'm not sure if I should act a bit more naive and see if she slips up on anything again before speaking to her. Not the idiot. If you're starting to see cockroaches, then the house is probably infested. If you've caught her in this elaborate lie, it's highly likely there are many more that took place. It's up to you if you want to hash it out. IMO, she would need to come clean about everything she has ever lied about for me to continue the relationship. Next lie, it's over. However, given that she lied about going to a hotel to meet up with men and women to drink, it's clear she belongs to the streets. Not the idiot. Something is definitely amiss. Unfortunately, your GF is from a troubled background. Sad to say, but that alone will bring issues to the relationship, especially because she's still quite young and hasn't left home and hasn't had a chance to start healing from the dysfunction and abuse. She's a good liar because she had to be. She lies well enough to convince her father, no, you can't trust her. I would give her one chance to show you who can be trusted, and if she doesn't, then break up. Not the idiot. She lied to you, bro, and who knows what else she did that night. If it were me, I would dump her or at least have a serious conversation with her, but it's up to you, bro. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe.